if you're new to playing these kind of arrangements in the ukulele, I will recommend you to go first for just the melody, and then we can try to apply all the elements together, melody and chords. So pretty much what you saw at the beginning of the video is splitting the two instruments. That's the arrangement into one. The only trick is that every time I play my chord, either if A minor, D minor or E minor, I'm holding the notes of the chord but freeing one or two fingers to play the melody on top of that. So on the beginning we have a top C played by itself, and usually we play that note with the ring finger. On this case I would recommend you to go for the pinky, so that your second finger is free and ready to play the A minor that is coming up next, like this. You see, hold that note of the chord while you play the rest of the melody. A, G, and I'm doing that with the pinky. The next A lands on D minor, so that's exactly what I do. I hold my chord while I play the rest of the notes for the melody. A, G, again. It's done with the pinky, and land back to my A minor. See? First phrase was made only by the pinky. The next phrase, we have another C to go for the second phrase of the melody, but this time catch that C with your second finger so that you can go easier to the E minor, like this. A, pinky is doing the G, and a variation of the E minor. If you are singing, you can just go to the normal E minor again, but I like the effect that you get playing the E minor this way. Some people call this the power chord. You are not playing the third, which is the G, you're playing just E and B, and it creates that, you know, like medieval sort of atmosphere when you do it like that. So the second part ends up like that. Then the phrase is gonna be pretty much the same, but I have a new set of chords for the second part. I have the melody again, and this time as I'm going back to A minor, I play the C with the pinky. Same thing. Rhythm changes slightly just because of the lyrics, but the way I play it was the same with my chords and the pinky doing the melody. Then a new melody, this time I'm going from the E, and I repeat my A minor. So what I do is that I catch just 3 notes out of my chord. I didn't play the A, because otherwise the A will steal momentum from the melody, which is E. So play the chord with just 3 strings. Pa, 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 pa. For the E minor, same thing. You want to sing the G. So don't play the first string, catch just the top 3. You see, and the F, I can play it with my pinky on the 3rd string to go back and end on my E power chord. So slowly, the second phrase I played was like this. And all the way to the 2nd string. Noticed? After that I play pretty much the same thing again, same chords and everything, just slight variations on the rhythm. I'm gonna do it slowly with you. You can download the arrangement, and I'm going to display the tablature on the screen so you can follow me. Slowly, the second part of this melody. Second ending is different. I'm actually going higher to my B, so I play the 4 strings this time. Then we start the refrain. The D minor on the singing could be done back here, but on the melody, since my melody now is D, this high D, I can do the D on the 2nd position. It requires a bar on the 5th fret and your third finger on the 7th fret of the 4th string. Then quickly go back where you were on the first position, and this is going to be quite a challenge. The harmony is also D minor. It haven't changed. I wrote D minor 6 just to give you a chord diagram for this part. But the B is part of the melody, so it's not necessarily changing the type of my chord from the minor to a minor 6. It's just something that matched between my melody and my chord. It's really tight. I have a D minor, which already is a tight chord. Index, second and third finger are already there, and the pinky needs to be on the same 2nd fret on the A string. That's, I think, the toughest part of the melody. So again, 4 hands of gold are all, then back, waistcoat, and then back to my A minor, E minor, A minor, and that's the refrain. It's played twice, so go slowly with me. And that's it. It's a really short melody, but it's a beautiful one. So you can practice this to start working on your chord melody. It's a nice challenge for all of you players out there to try. The other thing is, if you want to, it's also possible to play that with the 4 fingers instead of using just the thumb. I think the thumb works really good to do what we did on the stopping, because I have better control. If I want to play 1, 2, 3, or the 4 of them, the thumb is really convenient to decide that. The other fingers require a little more practice, but ideally the notes you're playing are the same. Something like this. The color change as well, because using the nails, it sounds closer to a lute, so it's even more medieval. When I recorded this, I used this technique, but on the tutorial, I would recommend you to start doing it just with the thumb, and eventually you'll work with all the other fingers. That's it for me today. Time to practice. See you next time.